What's up guys, and welcome to the Academy, where we make competitive Pokemon simple. In today's video, we'll be looking at the top 6 returning Pokemon in the new DLC, Pokemon Isles of Armor. Note, this will be a video focused on competitive singles, namely Smogon. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. Number 6, Magnezone. I know a lot of people have been raving about its return because of a certain metal bird, I won't say any names, but how impactful will Magnezone really be? With its electric steel typing, Magnezone immediately threatens the ever so common Clefable, Toxapex, Corviknight cores. But due to its low speed and loss in hidden power fire, Magnezone's biggest magnet pull, yes, pun intended, will likely be around its ability to trap the steel birds, Corviknight and Skarmory. That being said, I still think Magnezone will be one of the top 6 most dangerous new additions. Number 5. Tangrowth, everybody's favorite whatever is in there. With the new generation, there haven't been too many grass types besides our favorite Metal Thorn, but with Tangrowth's reintroduction, we may finally start classic fire water grass cores again. With an amazing defense and HP and the ability Regenerator, Tangrowth acts as an amazing switch-in to most of the physical attackers in the metagame. This provides players with solid answers to Pokemon such as Zeraora and Excludedl, who have been dominating the metagame for a while now. Tangrowth also has the option of running an Assault Vest, which allows it to act as an incredibly durable special wall. As if that wasn't enough, Tangrowth also has one of the most versatile movesets, including moves such as Knock Off,
Hit me with the knock off? Hell, the mic was dropped!
And Sleep Powder. Much like Magnezone, this Pokemon took a big hit with the removal of hidden powers, which previously allowed Tangrowth to hit steel types such as Ferrothorn and Scizors for super effective damage. All in all though, I think Tangrowth will be an amazing addition to the metagame, and that earned it slot number 5 today. Number 4, Scizor. A fan favorite since its introduction in Generation 2, it's pretty much everybody's favorite red mantis. And everybody's favorite red mantis is back and ready for action. With its amazing typing, gifting it only one weakness, fire, and its amazing attack stat, how will Scizor fare upon its return? Since Scizor received the move Bullet Punch in conjunction with the ability Technician in Generation 4, it has pretty much become a staple in the OU metagame since. With fire types being a non-factor at the moment, I think that Scizor will have a massive impact on the current metagame. After a Swords Dance, giving it +2 attack, very few Pokemon in the metagame can withstand an unresisted Bullet Punch from Scizor. And for the few that can, Scizor's coverage moves such as Bug Bite, Superpower, and Knockoff says hello. It has even gotten access to Psycho Cut this generation, which can help it with its natural born enemy in Toxapex. It can also run the ever so popular Choice Band set that always gives teams trouble. And as great as all that sounds, it gets even better.
It gets better!
Because of Scizor's natural solid HP, defense, and special defense, and its access to the recovery move Roost, it can prove very difficult for teams to KO. The only thing preventing Scizor from being higher on this list is the advent of the move Body Press in conjunction with Iron Defense. Many Pokemon may be able to boost alongside Scizor that it would previously be able to beat. Volcarona and Magnezone returning also puts a damper on Scizor's takeover. All in all though, I still think it'll be a big metagame shifter. Number 3, Chansey. Oh boy, I can see the stalled players spinning in their chairs. The pink blob is back, but will she be as potent as she was in the previous generations? Chansey's biggest selling point is its monstrous special defense and HP stat. When given an Eviolite, Nurse Joy's partner in crime becomes insanely difficult to deal with for even the strongest of physical attackers. Because of this, Chansey has traditionally been one of the glues for stall teams. It acts as a special wall that can come in on virtually any special attacker in the game and heal off the damage. Currently, there are no Pokemon who can fulfill this role for stall teams. Clefable, the pink big sister, comes close but still struggles with certain heavy-hitting special attackers such as Specs Chandelure or Specs Hex Dragapult. With Chansey back in the mix, it'll add a massive buff to stall teams. This frees up room for other pink blobs, not going to say any names, to run other sets and can be even harder to KO than they were before. Beyond this, Chansey does not offer much else to a team, and with knockoff being everywhere, no Mega Sableye, and the introduction of Body Press, Chansey won't be as unkillable as it was in previous generations.
That's why I'm the unkillable kid.
Still, I think it will be a solid asset to have on any team. Number 2. If you've been a viewer of mine for a while now, you know I'm like the king of this Pokemon. The original, the non-Walmart brand Firebug Volcarona. Without fail, since its introduction in Generation 5, this majestic moth has been a threat you never want to be underprepared for. With its amazing special attack stat, solid special defense and HP, and access to one of the best boosting moves in the game in Quiver Dance, it is not hard to see why this Pokemon has always been dominant. In the past, one of the few ways players tried to keep it at bay was with the use of Stealth Rocks. However, with the introduction of the new item, Heavy Duty Boots, Volcarona's biggest weakness is no longer a factor, and with one of its best answers in Heatran being gone, this bug will likely be one of the most lethal Pokemon in the metagame. Fortunately, there are a few bug repellents that exist. Chansey, that we just discussed, pretty much always beats Volcarona with Toxic. Toxapex resists both its stabs and can go for haste to reset the boosts, though you want to be careful of Psychic variants.
Psychic!
There are also a few unique picks like Talonflame, Assault Vest Tyranitar, etc. But even with those, you can never feel too safe with this monster around. Before I mention number 1, I'd like to mention the honorable mentions, meaning Pokemon that almost made the list but didn't quite have the metagame impact in my opinion in order to make it. 2 of these are Skarmory, which I think will struggle because it's very hard to justify using Skarmory over Corviknight because all Skarmory really offers is spikes. And another honorable mention is Slowbro. Slowbro is a great Pokemon. However, when I looked at the metagame as a whole, there's still quite a few Ghost, Dark types, Grass types, Electric types that are coming and that have already been around. And so how impactful Slowbro will be, I don't know, but I didn't think it was good enough to be in the top 6. Number 1, Energizer Bunny Incarnate, completing the Cinderace Diggersby boy band.
Boy band.
Azumarill is back and ready for action. Some of you may be shocked that this friendly little blue rabbit beat out the scary looking monsters like Chansey, but hear me out. What's been the current issue most players have been having with the current metagame? They're struggling to break through the 400 walls on the opponent's team. The tier lacks definitive wall breakers. With Azumarill's reintroduction, I believe that may be a thing of the past. With huge power doubling its attack and access to the move Belly Drum,
hit a belly drum then beat a nigga like a bongo.
Azumarill is capable of muscling through all the common walls. This forces players to think twice with their Hippo, Toxapex, Clefable cores. Players will now have to take this Pokemon into account, which frees up room for other threats that are returning and currently in the metagame. There are still things that it will struggle with, but at least it gives players who don't want to always play 300 turn games a chance. The savior is here. And that's gonna be it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what your list would be and what changes you'd like to see. If you're new to the Academy and enjoy competitive Pokemon, subscribe and check out the description for free resources that will help you improve. With that, I bid thee farewell. Peace.